This video will show you how to make a solid tetrahedron like this without any edges. Now let's take the length of the triangle here, which is 4. That is the n in this equation, which calculates how many magnetic balls are needed for a particular tetrahedron. And if n is 8, it comes close to 216, or actually short by 12, which is fine because we can take 3 from each side and it still looks good. So that's what I'll be showing. So first we'll start with hexagon. Go ahead and fill this one in. Oops. Let's try that again. Stubborn this time. All right, there we go. Next, we'll take another 6 and form a triangle. Now, each of these triangles that we're going to make is going to need to have 2 at the corners. 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. Notice we have 3 on this length, 2 on the other. So following, we'll make a triangle with 4 on the edge. I'm going to wrap around all the way. Oops, to push that in a little bit. And make sure I end with 2 on each of the corners. So here we go. Now I'm going to start putting these together, mostly because otherwise they'll start connecting to each other anyway. This is not how I want them to connect, so I need to turn one of these around. See how it fits between? That's actually what I want. So when I fold them into each other, I should have all the balls on one layer are fitting snugly between the balls on the other layer. And I should be able to add this element now. And just like with the other set, I want it to line up between, not opposite like that. So I'm turning it around and trying again. Okay, that should fold over a little bit off, but I was able to twist it. Okay, now's a good time to start, or to add the tip, which only requires 3. Push it together. When I'm attaching these, it's either going to want to attach to the, oh, that just worked. The alternative is it would have tried attaching to the seam here, the edge, instead of the triangle, but it worked the first time. If it doesn't work, you'll have to reposition it. Let's continue. So the largest one I have is 4. Next I'll need 5. So again, start with a triangle, push it together, wrap around, now in order to add to this 4, I click on and just add to one side. So it's just gonna go from one corner to the next. And now we have a 5, which should be just fine for fitting on. I'll need to turn it over because it lines up opposite of what I'm wanting. So that fits, and I can put it on like that. Okay, let's move on to 6. Made a triangle out of 6. And I'm wrapping around. Now I'm going to add. This will add to make 5, and I'll do it again on another side to make 6. There we go. Let's go ahead and make the 7 now. Start with 6, wrap around. Now we're making it to 5, then 6, finally 7. Okay. Now at this point, I'm going to start taking out a ball from each of the edges, each of the sides. Now it's not attaching with that end, so I'm going to flip it over and try again. Still not, maybe use my finger. Okay. We'll see if it works this way first. Oh, worked out a little bit better. Oh, wrong one. That one's not grabbing, so I'll just use my finger. So you see this triangle has 2 layers, effectively. I'm going to add the next layer in. Turn it over because it didn't align quite right. There we go. Attach it. And then I need to take these 2 from that edge. You'll see later why I'm doing this. I need to take 3 from each side so that I make up the missing 12 that are needed to make a full solid. Oh, this is not behaving very well. I have to shift this back a little. Fix that. That one's fixed. Okay. Now to add this side. Again, it doesn't line up correctly. There we go. Okay. All right. Finally, well, not finally, but the final base will be 8 long. So I'll start with 6. Wrap around. I'm at 4, making this into 5. I'm at 5, making this into 6. And I need to get some from my original. I'm going to have to dismantle this in order to start working with and continue the figure. So, I'm going to wrap this around, just have a quick coil here, easier to work with. Alright, so I'm at 6 then. Well, this wants to wrap around this way. So now I have 7, going from 7 to 8. 8 balls across. See how they align? Not quite. Flip this around. It fits. Now I should be able to line them up. Okay. So you'll see that I have 3 triangles all the same, but the 4th side is not quite. I need to make it look like these other sides. So I take the magnetic balls, and one direction or the other it will cling to the sides, right down the middle between. That's looking close. Let's try the other way. Yeah, this is lining up much better. So I'm forming a triangle along the edge. And it kind of forms a perimeter. The next layer, oh, it's not sticking, so I try the other way. Okay, so here you have it, a tetrahedron with empty balls in the middle of each side, but it uses all 216 metal balls from a buckyball set. So there we go. Thanks for watching.